My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor with the IRS. I've worked, worked at IRS over a decade, worked thousands, maybe 10,000 cases for the IRS. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I'm old enough, I should be. Me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up, big thumbs up for listening today. You know, as a former agent, I see a lot of YouTubes by a lot of people who profess a lot of things, but let me be truly honest with you. If you've worked for the IRS, you know the truth. You know what's going on behind the scenes. You know the methodologies. You have to understand there's memos come out asking IRS agents to do different things at different times, different seasons because of different inventories. Those are things people really are not aware of that goes on when you're on the outside. So my YouTube channel is simple. They're short. They're to the point. And today I want to, first of all, thank you for listening. I want to talk to you today about the IRS bank levy and what you need to know and how to get your bank levy released real fast if you need to. As an agent, I signed off on thousands of 668As. The bank levy is the great way to get a person's attention. IRS doesn't really like to send levies. As a matter of fact, there's no human hand that touches these forms. They all come out of the K2 computer system. IRS sends you out a series of notices, CP 14, 2000, may have been those, 501s, 503s, CP 504 final notice before, and they did that final notice. And you could have had an appellate right when they send out 1058. So now IRS has gone through all their letters, and the computer just spent out either a wage garnishment levy or a bank levy. By the way, if you've had your IRS levied your bank, you can go ahead and get your wages levied. These are small cases. Take it upon yourself if you need to. If you don't have any money, and contact the Internal Revenue Service. That's not a problem, in fact, to go ahead and to do that. So in the meantime, you have this bank levy, but there's good news about the bank levy. The bank levy puts a 21-day hold on your money. Yeah, the bank is sitting there with your money. It's just frozen. That money is frozen that day that levy hit the bank. You can actually use your account the next day and the next day, make deposits. Only the money in that account that day is frozen. So what do you have to do to get the money back? Well, you're going to have to call IRS and explain how you want to close your case. There's two general ways to close your case: with giving them a financial statement on a Form 433F if it's in the service center, a 433A if it's in a local office with a revenue officer. Don't work any cases by yourself with the ROs, or they're high dollar. You can get torched on those cases, but on small cases, there's nothing wrong with doing them yourself. But you have to understand how IRS is going to release the levy. This is the really big aha moment for you on here. IRS, when they take their 433F, you're going to call the 1-800 number. They're going to want documentation for that 433F. They're going to want copies of your pay stubs, bank statements. They want to know where you're spending their money. They want that money. They don't want you to keep your money. So IRS has what's called a national standard program. That is, IRS determines what your food and clothing will be, what your housing and utilities should be, what your car payments should be, and what your gas and oil should be. You can go look online, irs.gov, national standards for food and clothing, 1, housing and utilities, 2, car payments, 3, and travel cost, 4. They're going to determine those. So once you understand that, IRS is going to look at those really closely, and they're going to determine if you can pay them. Now, the IRS budget for you to live on is very small, and sometimes your budget's like this. IRS wants to be in your pocketbook. If you have a large dollar case and IRS hits your bank, oh man, do not call, but do this, fill out the form. Take a look at it, and if you don't understand it, call us, call your CPA, whoever prepared your return, do that. But in the meantime, understand this: when you pick up the phone to IRS, they're going to say, "Are all your tax returns filed? Okay, have you taken care of the problem? Do you have enough withholding coming out?" Also have the fax number of the bank, because if you work a deal out with the phone, the 1-800 number, you're going to say, hey, here's the fax number, can you please send this levy out, this release out immediately, because it's time sensitive. On the 22nd day after you receive that levy, the bank has to send that money to the IRS. So understand, IRS doesn't want a levy. The computer generates the levy. There's not a human hand touches the case. If the case goes to the RO in the local office, they're trying to be punitive, but you have to understand the system to have success. It's just not about getting the money released. It's about making sure you can live with the IRS result of this. And by the way, the offer and compromise is a program that you can explore if you qualify for it. I used to teach and work the offer and compromise, the settlement program. I used to accept and deny them. Yeah, be very careful. Don't hire anyone unless they really know what they're doing. There's a lot of rip-off companies that says they can settle your debt. They say billions and billions of dollars. Yeah, they're true, but it's certainly not for the percentage of people that are out there. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. It's very important I get subscriptions. YouTube, for some reason, that's the most important thing. You got subscriptions. I really need subscriptions. Kind of puts me up there a little. And if you want to like me, that's fine. I really do love your comments as well. If you say, Michael, make a YouTube on this, and it's really good, I really will. I'm happy to do that to give the public what you need. Thank you so very much. I appreciate your listening and your subscription.